What's going on, brothers? So this one is for all the haters that say the MGTOW are losers, right? So this is my credit card profile from my Chase account. Now, this is the power of MGTOW. This is the power of Monk, right? My annual just credit card spending is more than what the vast majority of the populace makes their entire year. And I mean, hell, I spend more in 1 month than what the vast majority of people make for the entire year. And that's because I'm not out there chasing stupidity. I'm out there chasing excellence. I'm out there, not just talking stuff, but actually living it and doing it myself, right? And that's the important part, because that is what the whole philosophy is about. It's about self-improvement, about making your life better, right? And ultimately, every man out there is able to accomplish the same thing. Maybe not at the same level, right? Because I don't think, some people obviously can't do it, especially if you if you come from a messed up family and you had a bad start, you can't do it. But it doesn't mean that you can't start, and it doesn't mean that you can't have something, right? And that's important. So, also, this one is right here. This is this is one of the beaches in Connecticut that me and my family go to, during our vacation times. But that's the thing that people don't understand, right? And this is the reason why they're trying so hard to bring you back. Right? This is why you have all of these simps and all these manginas and all of these, feminists pushing really, really hard to, bring guys back into the game. Well, because you can see it, right? I mean, most MGTOW men and most MGTOW monks out there, right? I mean, they have a lot of money. They're not working, right? They have other people working for them, and that's exactly what I do, right? So I buy stocks, I buy bonds, all of this kind of stuff, right? And all of these assets, they bring money, right? And so the stocks go up, and I don't do anything, right? I just sit here and I enjoy my life. And at the end of the day, I'm getting paid for it, right? While everybody else is going to work, doing 9 to 5, 40 hours a week, 32 hours a week. I don't know how long people work. But all of this stuff, right? I mean, like, you're talking about destroying your body, destroying everything, right? And you still make nothing. While I'm out here spending $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 a month, traveling, going to hotels, eating food, having my maid clean my house, and all of this stuff, right? And all of that is possible because I'm not wasting money on dates. I'm not wasting money on women, right? I'm wasting money on me, and I don't consider me working or spending money on me as a waste of money. That's an investment into my life. And that's the whole point of being MGTOW, is getting to the point where you can just relax and enjoy your life. And obviously, but at the same time, obviously they want people like me to get back into the game, so that way I can go buy a house, I can go buy I can have a family, I can buy that, 4 or 5 vehicles, I can do this and that. And I don't need that, right? So I just rent. My rent is $6,000 a month, and that's it, right? So part of the rent, I have the landlord, they take care of all the plumbing, all the electrical, all that kind of garbage, right? And what I get to do is I get to go and live my life and enjoy my life, traveling the country, traveling the world. The hell do I need a house for? The hell do I need a wife for? Right? It's not that I can't get women. Women are easy, right? The problem that I have is simple, right? Is that once you understand the nature, you want nothing to do with it. Because I don't want a whore. I don't want a prostitute, right? And that's what they are, because they are trading their body. They are trading sex for access to resources, and I want nothing to do with that. Now, people say you're going to die alone. Yeah, I'm motherfucker, we all die alone, right? I hope I die alone. I mean, what, you think I want to bring people with me? That's just stupid. It's a stupid, nonsensical argument that people try to use to attempt to scare you, but it doesn't work. At least not to me, right? And now what you're seeing is my city, New York City. Me driving. So obviously, yeah. I really don't know what to tell people, right? It's the best way of telling people about MGTOW and about the lifestyle is showing it to them, right? So it's showing them, that as a MGTOW monk, you have a lot of capital, right? At least if you use your mind and you use your brain, right? I'm not out here, e-begging on YouTube. I don't care about any of that. I make more money than these YouTubers could freaking ever even think of, right? And I do that without ever lifting a finger. I don't have to sit here and work my butt off, because obviously there's only so many hours in a day, right? So if I'm sitting here, if I'm clocked in at work, right, I'm getting a set amount of money, right? That's because that's all you do, right? So your employer pays you a salary, right? And I don't care that you went to school, right? Because what you have these people that went to college for 8 years, and I blow them out of the freaking water without ever having to do anything, right? Now, I did go to college, and I do have 2 degrees, that's fine. But those degrees literally have nothing to do with the way I make money, right? None of those degrees have anything to do with me making the money that I make. And I literally make more money than doctors. And I don't have to work. I don't have to go there and study for 6, 7, 8 years, and then take the risks that these guys do and these women do. I don't do that, right? I'll let them take it and take the risk, and I'll just take their payments, right? And it's a simple thing, right? It's again, what I'm talking about isn't it's not some kind of astronomical feat. Right? It's not trying to go to space and become a NASA astronaut. I'm just talking about you save your money, you invest, and that money grows. And once that money continues to grow, you take that money and you invest it in other assets, and then that money continues to grow. And once you get to a certain point, you literally start making more money than you can spend. And that's when you are a capitalist, right? And that's exactly what I am. I am a hardcore capitalist, right? And that's a stupid phrase that people like to use, right? Because capitalism has existed since the beginning of time, right? Maybe not in relations to US dollars, but it's always existed in relations to farming and in relations to hunting, right? Because all a capitalist is somebody that produces more than they consume, right? So if I'm a single person and I hunt down a big animal, well, obviously I can't eat the entire animal before it spoils, right? And so what do? Well, I give it to other people, or I sell it, and so right, or I trade it, right? So I trade the meat for, let's say, for grain or for leather, so I can make clothing. And this is obviously, we're talking about 10,000, 20, 30,000 years ago, right? So there you go. There's a capitalist. Most people think that a capitalist is, 2025, Amazon CEO. That's not a capitalist, right? I mean, it's a capitalist, but capitalism has existed forever. It doesn't matter if you're a socialist, if you want to be a, fascist. I don't give a crap. You're always going to be dealing with, always going to be dealing with capitalism, because that's nature, right? That's natural. Because every human being, capitalism is not a system that people created. Capitalism is it just is. That's all it is. It just is, right? And you can choose to complain about it, or you can choose to accept it and become one. And most people just choose to complain about it. So they suffer, right? I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Right? You know,